To see you. I trust you had a wonderful holiday month, whatever that looks like, whatever you celebrate, whatever you acknowledge, whatever you choose to ignore. I know that it is perfect for you. And our holiday season was very bright indeed. I call it our I-25 Christmas. All of our family is in state, and we spent a little bit of time on the highway, and it was worth every moment. So I trust your connection, however you celebrated, was good as well. So welcome to yet another special service in this time of bringing light to the darkness. It is a tradition here at New Dawn that our practitioners create the service for the last service of the year. So our service today was written by our practitioners, with our beloved Russell taking the lead. Carol participated, Clydine participated. Clydine was going to be joining us on the platform today as well, but unfortunately with the weather, it was more supportive for her to stay indoors. So we bless Clydine, and Russell and I will be your facilitators for this beautiful service today. So if you would please, just join me in a deep breath. So we are just releasing the busyness of the day, allowing the concerns to soften. And what we know to be true is that this is a sacred space. It is set apart by intention, by attention, and by the tremendous love that is forever present. Today, our practitioners have spent time and effort and high consciousness in creating a service and a ritual inviting us into release, to release that which no longer serves. I am here in support, helping us frame the spiritual container in which this work unfolds. And what we know to be true is that nothing needs to be forced, and that awareness is enough. So on behalf of your volunteer board of directors, on behalf of so many volunteers who make everything possible, welcome to New Dawn, Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome to this moment of release and renewal. As we stand at the threshold of another new year, we pause, not to rush ahead, but to consciously choose what we carry forward, right? What do we know from our physical walk on the planet? If something is too heavy, it gets easier when we put it down, when we release it, when we let it go. And so it is today is our opportunity to consciously choose what we carry forward, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally. What are you choosing to consciously take with you? And equally as important, what are you choosing to release in all of those areas of your life to create room for more good, to create room for whatever brings you joy, to create more room for whatever fills your heart with happiness? And what we know is that release is not loss, my friends. Release is discernment. We do this work together, not fixing ourselves, but simply remembering who we are and what is ours to do. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, writes, "Life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it." So again, we know that release is not about rejection, but rather about realignment. We are not victims of circumstance, but participants in consciousness, in co-creating the lives that we want with the divine. We release patterns of thought, beliefs, habits that no longer reflect the truth of who we are. And we release without judgment, right? Just as many parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, parents of choice, maybe you've bought a new pair of shoes or two at some point in your life for a giant soul with short legs. You didn't scold them for growing and outgrowing their shoes. You simply blessed them in the experience, perhaps passed them along to another younger sibling, and got them what they needed to support their growth. So too, when we release, there's no judgment. Whatever we're releasing served us at some point. So we release, we let go, creating room for more good. And as a faith community then, we are not letting go in fear. We are letting go in faith. And so we come together today with the intention to consciously release that which no longer serves us, and to recognize the divine light within ourselves and each other. Often we are so good at seeing the light in somebody else, and it might take us a moment to see the light in ourselves. And we're setting our intentions for 2026, grounded in spiritual truth. I also love the work of Emma Curtis Hopkins, and she reminds us there is no obstacle or obstruction in divine mind. And what we know to be true is that each and every one of us has access to that divine mind. You don't need a minister with respect. You don't need me. You don't need clergy of any stripe. You have access to the divine. You have access to the wisdom of the universe. And our invitation today is to simply get out of your own way and allow that connection to strengthen and be even more powerful. You don't need to know how any of this is going to unfold, whatever you're choosing to call in. All you need to do is to be willing and trust yourself. And so with that intention held in consciousness, we now move into the ceremonial work that was created by and will be led by Russell.
And as always, let us begin with a short prayer. Eternal presence, divine light, we gather in this sacred moment to honor the journey of the past year and to prepare our hearts for a new beginning. We recognize that within each of us shines the light of spirit, undimmed and eternal. As we release what no longer serves us, we remember that we are not releasing our light. We are clearing away all that has obscured it. In this recognition, we are made whole. And we step into this space in the knowledge that each and every one of our lives matters, that we are worth our own very best effort, and that there is never anything to fix. There is only that which is at our center that we step into with calm confidence, abiding faith, and absolute trust that the one perfect life that is God works around us, through us, as us. And we give thanks for everyone, every unique soul, every beautiful expression of the divine in this space and within the sound of my voice, here in the city of Aurora, state of Colorado, in the United States, on planet Earth, and everywhere in the universe where each unique expression of the divine lives. When we release this into that perfect universal mind, that divine presence that molds, makes, shapes, and creates all the good there is, everywhere, all the time. And we affirm this by saying, and so it is. The essence of spiritual mind healing and all its true religious philosophy is an inner realization of the presence of perfection within and around and about each and every one of us. It is the hope of heaven, the voice of God proclaiming, I am which thou art which I am.
Hey, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. You got it, sing it with me. Yeah, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Yes. How is that for an intention, my friends? We're off to a great start. I would just offer some quotes for reflection. So keep your eyes open, soften your eyes, have a nap, lay on the floor, whatever suits you. Please just make yourself comfortable and open your heart. The first one from our founder, Ernest Holmes. Through spiritual discernment, we see that we have within us a power which is greater than anything we shall ever contact. A power that can overcome every obstacle in our experience and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light and a new life. Our second quote, the light of one's life joins with yours, so together they may illuminate the dark corners of the world. And finally, there is that light within us that knows our oneness with the divine. Within us live gifts of life to be expressed. Within us lives passion to be experienced. We are magnificently unique, individualized expressions of God. And now, my friends, I invite you into a guided meditation. If you would, please gently place both feet on the floor, and again, whatever is comfortable for you. Close your eyes as you choose, and take 3 deep breaths of your own timing. Feel yourself settling into this present moment. Now, bring your awareness to the center of your chest. Imagine a gentle light beginning to glow there. With each breath, this light grows brighter. This is your inner light, the light of spirit that has been with you always. Notice how it illuminates everything it touches. This light is your truth, your wisdom, your divine nature. It has guided you through this year, and it will continue to guide you in the year ahead. You are safe. You are secure. You are at peace. Take a moment and rest in this awareness. And I gently invite you back into the room where all is well. And so it is.
Releasing. It's not about the destruction of anything in or around us. It is simply setting aside those things which block our view of our own magnificence. And as we now enter the sacred practice of releasing, we had done that with what we call the burning bowl ceremony in years past. But this year, we're talking about cleansing our hearts and minds of those things that don't serve us. We don't have to destroy anything. We simply allow it to dissolve. This ceremony is an ancient ritual of transformation. What we write on paper and commit to these waters here up front represents our willingness to let go, not in fear or in loss, but in trust and freedom. We release to make space for new growth, new light, new expressions of our divine potential. As we release our defenses, we may realize that while they may have kept us safe at one point in time, they also have restricted our growth and expansion. This is a courageous journey, a journey of the heart, resulting in a deeper integration of our individual spirit teaching, which leads us to personal recommitment and fulfillment. And as you walked in, you were given a very thin sheet of paper. This paper dissolves in water in that lovely blue bowl. As you reflect on 2025, here's some questions to consider. As you prepare to write, what beliefs about myself am I ready to release? What patterns or habits no longer serve my highest best good? What fears have dimmed my light over the past year? What judgments of myself and of others am I willing to let go of? Remember, in releasing these things, you are not losing anything real. You are clearing away the clouds so your light can shine more brightly. As you take time to think these things through, when you are ready, you can place those things into that water and simply allow them to dissolve so that you can see and so that we can see that beautiful light within each and every one of you shine brighter and brighter.
I release and I let go. I let Spirit run my life, and my heart will open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide.
On the podium.
Yes, I'm only
look,
here
thank you.
for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Beautiful, powerful, perfect. Thank you all for participating. What we have released to the water, we also release from our consciousness. It no longer has power over us. We are free. Good work. The light within gently burns and washes away all that is not of our true divine nature.
For all these things that we have set free, we do this with thanks in our hearts, even though some of these things may have created difficulties. They have shaped us and forged deep within us a willingness to let them go and step into the magnificence of our light. And now, having cleared the space within, we now turn our attention to the light that remains, the light that has always been present, the light that is our true nature. Self-awareness is discovering your higher self and living joyously with that higher self in command. It is the connection of the divine and all that is changeless. And we want to share that light with one another and recognize that light in each other. So at this point, I invite you to stand, look at your neighbor. I'm missing something here. Turn to your neighbor and complete 3 sentences. The first being, the light I see in you is.
The light I see in you is poised, powerful.
been that way a little while. Good to see you. Good to see you up and about. Won't be long before our board is home.
Thank you. Please complete your conversation and return to your seats. Please complete your conversation and return to your seats.
It is wonderful to see that light in one another. And now as we come up, we will light our candles. As you come up to light your candle, keep in mind that the flame represents the one light, the divine presence that illuminates all life From this one light, we each carry our individual expression. It does not diminish our light to share that light with each other. And yet, from a single light, we have that power within to light the whole world. Without dimming our own lights, we can pass our light on to others. When we share our light with each other, we create a bright new world, a world that works for everyone. And from a single spark, we have the power to light an entire room, to light an entire world. From this one light, we carry our individual expression. And as you hold this light and raise this light over your head, I'd like you to think about the ways that your light has shone this year. And give another thought. What will I do? What is my commitment to let my light shine this year? And as the awareness of that commitment flows in through your heart, feel free
From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live.
And now that we have grasped that light within, we are free to walk up to this bowl and extinguish our candles, knowing that this is simply a symbolic beginning of that light that always shines through each and every one of us brightly.
Beautiful work, my friends. It's a joy and an honor to be doing this with you. And as we now move from release to renewal, what we know to be true is there is one God, one mind, one life, and one truth. I am the beloved individualization of this creative process. You are the beloved individualization of this process. There are no static situations in my life, for I renounce all static conditions in my mind. I am open and receptive to new ideas. So having released what no longer serves, we now turn toward renewal. Renewal is not becoming something new, rather it is remembering something eternal. Ernest Holmes reminds us, every moment and every event of every person's life on earth plants something in their soul. Emma Curtis Hopkins tells us, the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves as well. And so a basic tenet of our teaching that so many of you have heard, and if you're new to New Dawn, if you're new to religious science or Centers for Spiritual Living, I sense that this thought is not new to you. Perhaps it's just a different framing, and that every moment plants a seed. And our teaching has been described as our own triune nature of seed, soil, plant, right? One doesn't happen without the other one. And so what our intention, what our ritual is today, is the act of conscious planting. We are consciously calling in all of those areas that I mentioned: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, relational, professional. We can call in something in all of those areas. In one of those areas, we're consciously deciding what seeds we're going to plant, yeah? Maybe your focus and your power is on one particular area, and you want to plant several seeds in one area. That's perfect. Maybe there is something that is so keen in your consciousness that you are planting one seed, and that is going to be your focus in the new year and beyond. That too is perfect, you see. I'm not here to tell you anything is wrong or bad. I'm here to invite you to do what works for you. Only you know that. So today we choose seeds aligned with truth, with love, and with life. And so, once again, I invite you into a space of meditation. Please sit comfortably, feet on the floor, hands open or holding your writing utensil as you choose, and bring your attention to your breath, not changing it, simply noticing it. And let your awareness settle into your heart space. And as you again connect with the beauty, the joy, the glory, the goodness that is you, I offer for your consideration, what quality of being is ready to be expressed through me in 2026? What quality of being is ready to be expressed through me in the new year? Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's courage, clarity, joy, trust, kindness. What quality of being, what quality of God is ready to be expressed through you? Allow one word or image to arise. Don't force it. Simply allow it to percolate to the top. So as we stand in this moment between years, holding the light of our divine nature, we now set intentions for the year ahead, not from force or fear, but from recognition of the infinite creative power within each and every one of us. What does my light wish to express in 2026? What new expressions and purposes seek to emerge through me? Write your notes, draw your pictures. You're the only one who needs to understand. And while there is power in doing this work in community, know that you can return to this place, to this space, in your own consciousness at any time for as long as you choose. And I invite you to move to a stopping point for this moment with the words of our founder, Ernest Holmes. We are not bound by the past. We are free in the now.
We extend the light we have recognized in ourselves to all beings everywhere. We see the light in our families, our communities, our nation, our world, the entirety of the universe. We recognize that this light transcends all divisions, all conflicts, all appearances of separation. Where there is darkness, we affirm light. Where there is fear, we affirm love. Where there is confusion, we affirm clarity. Where there's conflict, we affirm peace. We affirm the light of spirit illuminates all the earth. Peace prevails, love reigns, all is well. And I have a closing affirmation for us that I'd like for us to say together. I am the light of spirit made manifest. I release all that dims my radiance. I recognize the divine presence within me and all beings. I renew my commitment to let my light shine. I walk into the new year illuminated, empowered, and free, and so it is.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, loved ones all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
All right. Thank you, everyone. This is the point in the service where we get to express the gratitude for the multitude of gifts we've been given. And as you take your gift in hand, keep in mind that your very presence here is within itself a gift. Please place it over your heart and say the offertory blessing with me. Joyously I give this gift, knowing the presence of God blesses and multiplies all I am, all I have, all I give, and all I receive, and so it is. Thank you all so much for making 2025 such a wonderful year and for reminding me who I am, no matter what circumstances take place in my life. Because what we know is that there's one life, one perfect life that we call God. That life belongs to each and every one of us here. That life is ours to share. We know that God is perfect, whole, and complete in form and substance, as are each and every one of us, as divine and unique expressions of that one life. And we know that that light that comes from that life burns within. And there is no calamity, catastrophe, challenge that can extinguish that light. These things are simply fuel that makes that light radiate brighter and more powerfully than ever. And we give thanks for the connection to that light, for that source. We give thanks for one another, because when we look in one another's eyes, we see a perfect expression of that divine light standing right before us, in recognition that that divine spark is simply a mirror of all that is beautiful within each and every one of us. This Spirit invites us to go forth into the new year, carrying this light within. Let this light shine in your words, in your actions, in your presence. Always remember, you are not seeking the light. You are the light. May you walk in this awareness in every day of 2026, continuing to be the blessing you are in this world, knowing that together all things are possible, all things are well. And I release these words into that law that molds, makes, and shapes all the good there is, everywhere, all the time. I let this go, I let it be. Together we affirm, and so it is.
With this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.